I was like a normal kid until elementary school, and then things changed during high school because during high school that was the pivot time of my life that I realized that everybody's fake. So I have
Yeah.
to to be myself and do my
Right.
best. Like I cannot rely on anybody else. Why I say that comes back to the bullying regarding my Asian traits. Okay, during when I was like elementary, before high school, like in those 8 years, I don't know how you say how we work in German, but in Brazil, we have like the first, second, third, and fourth grades, and then the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and then you go to high school. So we have like 8 years in elementary school in Brazil. Those years, like I was always, how to say 排斥 in English.
排挤, like you were like kind of an outcast. You were not included in the group, right?
Never included in anything. Like every school groups, project groups, anything that's like group related, I always choose one of the last because he looks Asian, he looks weird, and they used to say that, like, "Oh, you're so weird, like you're so Asian." Like they make fun of my face and my eyes being smaller back that time. And Brazil is a very,
Did you have double eyelid surgery?
No.
Okay, I'm just joking.
But Brazil is a very like girl and guy kind of country. So since we were a kid, we have to dance together with girls because that's how we communicate in Brazil, like we dance together. A lot of events, there is dance that's like always ballroom dance stuff.
Yeah.
No girls wants to dance with me just because I'm Asian. So I always felt this like because I'm Asian, like I have zero advantages in Brazil.
Yeah.
And I was growing up with this mentality, being always the less chosen one, the one that nobody wants to be friends with, until high school, that everything changes. That was crazy in my life because I still remember in my first year in high school, I don't know if it was like a Japanese or a Korean wave of, K-pop stuff, J-pop. I don't know what happened in that time. That Asian was like Asians, Asians become like the trend stuff, like. And I also became like a celebrity in that city in Brazil. Because me and my sister were the only Asians on that city. So out of nothing, from nightmare just became heaven. Like I become a celebrity. I have a lot of fan clubs in different schools. The girls from different schools would come in groups to my school door just to give me like love letters.
Dude, that is insane. All right, now I understand why you're so confident. If that had happened to me in high school, I would have, dude, I had no game. I had absolutely no game in high school. No chick wanted to date me at all. I mean, yeah, there were a couple girls 6 years younger when I was like 18, 19. I had 13-year-old girls wanting to date me, but I mean, as a 19-year-old, I cannot date a 13-year-old. That's crazy.
True.
All the girls my age they could not have been less interested in me. So I understand why that gave you a shot of confidence. Wow.
No, but that did not. No, I guess you yes, true. Gave me a lot of confidence because obviously that was like changing my life, sort of.
Yeah.
But that was when I decided that appearance.
Okay. You
it's not something to rely on.
You instead of feeling, wow, they love me, awesome. You thought, oh, they're superficial. They only care about it.
That's when I stopped. Like,
yes, perfect.
That was the point of my life that I finally got something to brag about, but I decided to not brag and just like turn everybody away. Bro, I was like kind of love and hate in that scene because all the guys were like, Uyan, like so many girls, like they're all fake. Like so many hot girls, they're chasing me. Fake.
Dude,
fake.
It reminds me of being a TV personality in Taiwan because we have so many people tell us things. Oh, you're so handsome. You're so this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, would you still like me if you knew who I really was?
True.
If you knew me as well as my friends know me. Because you have these fans saying, Xiaoxia, 我永远支持你. Sasha will always support you. I'm like, well, will you really if you knew these things about me? Because you also have comments, or I have comments by fans that say, I used to like you, but then I heard this about you, and now I don't like to see your show anymore. I'm like, so you didn't like me then? You liked my face, and what the fuck? So okay, good. So you made that realization very early on in your life, when you were like 18 or
no, like 13.
13
first year.
Damn.
13 first year of high school. 14 the first year of high school, 15, and then 16.
Yeah.
And then 17, I went to try university. So during that time, I started to create this shield against like fake people that just go for the superficial stuff.
Right.
So, my group, have you watched Stranger Things?
Yes, I have.
That was my friends. The nerdy people that play RPG with dice and paper. Right. And all the popular people try to make friends with me, and just like, go fucking away. Like, don't get close to me.
Right.
No. And I was like trying to get as close as possible to the true friends that I made during that time, which was like was all the outcasts on the school.
Yeah.
All the
same, dude. I talked to Giovanni. Had a pretty similar story, and me too. We're all like, we were not the popular kids in school, or maybe you were at some point, but it was all fake.
I wasn't.
It's just,
and then I became.
It's funny. It's so interesting that we have so much in common. And if I tell people now that I had no game, I didn't attract any girls, I barely had any friends, everybody's like, "No, Sasha, come on, you're making no, trust me." And
same as me.
And my friends from Germany or my classmates will tell you, "Oh yeah, Sasha's a fucking asshole." No, believe us. No, he's not popular at all. Yeah. I mean, they are not surprised. If anything, they should be super surprised that I'm successful in Taiwan. Or they would kind of justify my success by saying, "Oh yeah, Taiwanese people are stupid for liking that guy."
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Because I was so unpopular in school and I rubbed so many people the wrong way. I would assume that either a lot of them are super surprised that I'm successful, or they would kind of try to talk my success down by saying, "Yeah, you only did it in Taiwan."
True.
I would probably assume that's what they think, but maybe I shouldn't assume at all. Maybe they're super happy for me. I don't know. Who knows?
Hopefully, like people change.
Yeah. So, did you have a girlfriend at that time in Brazil?
In Brazil,
in high school.
My first kiss, I was like 14 and the girl was like 19. That's like my first kiss ever.
Wow. So, that is creepy. How would a 19-year-old girl kiss a 14-year-old boy? That is kind of weird.
I was 14 or 15. Yeah.
Did you have a beard? Did you look older? Were you more manly than other guys? Or?
I mean, she never knew how old I was. I mean, that's
so
the point.
You looked 19.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I've been looking like this for like forever, but
really,
that girl, like, yeah,
because I looked like a baby when I was 17. I looked like 13. That's why no girl my age liked me. Even if my personality had been better, I just looked like I looked like a little kid when I was almost a grown man.
If I show you my picture from high school, it's pretty much this, like without the dark eyes, pretty much.
Before the allergies. Before the allergies killed you. Okay. Wow.
So yeah, my first girlfriend. I mean, the first kiss was not the first girlfriend. Like the first girlfriend came up when I was like 15, 1 year later, and she was like 16. Yeah.
So you weren't socially awkward. You always had good social. You always had good social skills, correct? Or did you learn that later on?
Even though I was always an outcast, I was never introverted.
Yeah.
Even though I was like always the bully, the outcast, I always felt pulled towards making friends. So
right. Yeah,
I never had a problem with making new friends or getting shy or afraid to make new friends. I also always find to make new friends as long as they felt true to me.